Okay, hi everyone, it's me, it's Tora Hyman. This is video number 2. You're getting, first of all, the grand tour of where I put my makeup on. You're welcome. Yeah, I'm a hot mess. That's what it really is. But I'm also addicted to Funko Pops, so there you go. Hopefully this angle is a little better. So you're going to take, first of all, you're baking, you have your foundation, you have your highlight on. That is where we're at currently. You're going to take your powder remover brush. This is what mine looks like. They come in different forms. There's one other one, but this is the one that I always use. And you're going to just brush the excess powder after you've baked all of that away and just get all of the powder off for now. You can see it's kind of a nice little foundation going on. There's that, and we'll blend all of that makeup later on down there with more makeup. So now we're gonna contour the face. I currently am using a Krylon TV paint stick. V19 is the rust color. I always say like a rust color for my skin tone. Don't lick your makeup. Okay, so seriously, it's probably not good for you. It's not edible, so don't do as I do. So you're gonna carve out that face, making like little C's. I go to halfway to the cheek. Again, you can always start light and add more on. Know your venue. Obviously, stage, videos are going to be different. I go under here. So again, you have a C right there, C. And then I go under the chin and I just do a little bit. And that's currently what we're going to do with that. Then you take your darkest, well, for me, my darkest, because I've been using it. Again, it's damp, and you're going to go in and you're going to not pull, you're gonna just dab, and you're gonna blend this out. Now this can take a hot minute. So see what you're doing is you're creating the carve right there. This is the first step of getting this out. I don't know why I'm singing for you. I'm so sorry. Should put some music. Oh, I guess I can't because it's gonna be on YouTube. Sorry. It's just us. It's just chatting amongst friends here. The camera's over here. Thank you. But you can see it definitely starting to take form. And just pulling, not pulling, you're just dabbing that contour. Oh, she looks cute tonight. I'm not hating it. Then so you can take it all the way over, but I will show you. Sometimes I do, sometimes it depends on how I'm feeling. And again, I'm pulling a little bit. I really shouldn't be, because what it does is it stretches your skin. We're blending it out just a skosh. So that looks odd right now. But then I have a contour brush. So it has excess makeup on there. If it doesn't, you might want to go in. So I'll show you what that looks like. So I actually have a disgusting palette, and it probably should be cleaned. I have a emergency white, emergency black, and I have browns, and then I have pans of La Femme is the brand. La Femme, if you need it, message me. And it's in actual rust is the name of the color. I go in here, and then I just get a little bit, just a skosh. Might even be too much. And then we're gonna just fade her out a little bit. Again, just not pushing. Right there. See that? Okay. Now we have enough on the brush to do the other because we don't need to add a ton. At least for the look I'm going. This is just my makeup. You guys can play around with it and feel free to do you, but we're doing the Tora Hyman face currently. So we're fading, we're blending. So what I'm doing right now is if I was in an arena, I mean, actually I can show you a little bit. She's harsh at the moment, but get ready. So we'll go under here, not an arena, but on stage I probably would have a darker chin, but I would probably, depending on the venue, really carve it out. It comes into blending is the most important thing. And again, it looks different right now on the camera than it does in person. It looks different in the mirror that I'm looking at. So then we're going to take my blending powder brush. You can have different ones. I use the same. It seems to work for me. And I'm going to just fade that out a little. I make a lot of weird faces as I do it, which is good. There you go. You can kind of see. And we'll go back in and we'll add some darker areas in the contour in a second. Well, right now we're just adding the fade. So you want your face to be a little more feminine shaped. And again, it pulls together at the end, so just go with it. This takes practice, blending it out. I do apologize, I just had Chinese food. So, let's contour the nose. So I take a weird brush like this. It can be any brush, it can be any size, it could be that size, it could be this size. This is the one I'm using. It's a little thicker. This one might be perfect. Any type of like medium brush, I would say. And this is what I do. You can do it with the pan stick. This is just what works for me. Take that rust color or that color that you're going to contour with, and you're going to go down the sides of your nose lightly, unless you really want a sharp nose, which a lot of performers do. I go for a more natural, oh, well, I say natural, and then we look at that. So we're gonna go over here. We're gonna blend that out, so don't you worry. So I'm gonna have to match it. Cool. There's that. Now you can always use your finger, fun fact. So we're gonna go over here and we're gonna add a little darkness. Hello, my old friend. Right in here. Now the nose is gonna look odd for right a second. Okay. Because this is the darkest spot of the face. This is what I'm hiding from the light. You know, we're putting her back in the closet. We're like, we're not wearing her tonight. Sometimes I go under here. She'll blend out, okay? So, now you can take your finger, clean finger, and go right here. And just, I mean, lightly, because you don't want to smudge the makeup that you've just spent all that work on. Right there. Now, if you want to fix some things, take the sponge that you used for the white, this one, and you can just clean it up a little bit. Just dab lightly. And you can give her, and you can even go on the top. You don't want to hit the brown, you just want to bring out the, that one part. So we're going to go in here. Of course, I'm messing it up once I'm on camera. She looks crooked. She looks crooked tonight. And that's the thing, is you can play with it. All right, so then we're gonna fade her out. Got a little bit too much on, so we're just gonna fade the darkness out. Right there. Just wanna add a little bit of level. And the wigs most of the time will hide this. It depends if you're pulling your wig off, etc. Or we have a lot more makeup to go on. Oh, she's not dreadful. Not dreadful. It's a good step for right now, okay? Yeah, I'm okay with it for now. And again, every night, for me, I'm not speaking for you guys, every night, it could be a great makeup. Sometimes it could be a not so great makeup. You know, sometimes glitter hides a lot. It happens, okay? And I'm not saying I'm a beauty queen. So, you know, accept the fact that you're going to make mistakes. And that's okay. That is absolutely fine. So, we're going to do eyebrows. I use an angled brush like that. I clean it every time. Tonight, we're going to use a dark brown Kat Von D pomade. It's a long wear super brow pomade. That's what it looks like. And I personally like a good mirror. Right now I have some weird mirrors going on. But I get just a skosh on there, enough to, you know, make the brush happy. Okay, and here we go. So I start right there. I'm going to show you, normally I can just kind of freehand it. Don't do that unless you know what you're doing. So you're going to probably want to start like right there. Then if you want to match it on the other side. So it's like, this is like connect the dots. Are they connected? They're sisters at the moment. They're related. They're not twins. And that's fine. You see what I'm doing? Now, if once you get, you can go up here if you want your arch to be there. You can do that. Once you get good, you kind of just want to draw the shape that you really want. That's what we're going with tonight. I like to change my shape sometimes. They're close. And then I personally, again, this is just my makeup. I go just like a little bit above it to make the top of it. And then tonight we're going to take it right there and then we're just going to pull it to meet. Cool. Now you can do a connect the dots all the way through. Seems tedious, but until you can get that steady hand, that evenness, I recommend the dots. So for instance, a dot, and then like you can do, I like to do this to make sure. So I'm going to put that other one right there. And then you can even add more dots. You can be Jenny any dots and then connect them. So it's a little wonky at the moment. We're going to go back in, round her up. Try not to pull like I just did. You can see I pull and then it makes the shape change. So for instance, I always do this, a little eyebrow test. That one on the left will definitely be higher. See how it's higher? Because we pulled it. So then, don't pull. She's right there. She's pretty good. She's cute. She's cute. They look somewhat even. This angle is kind of monstrous at the moment. Let's check. Are we going to play the game all night where we keep going up and down? It looks like we might. So this is what happens when you pull. You're learning. We're learning. I'm pulling again, but it's happening. And they're going to be okay. They're going to be okay. We're going to get through this. So I'm going to look, I'm going to cheat down here in this mirror. So what I'm going to do now is I personally do this. You can do a solid brow. You don't have to do the fade that I currently do. You can just close her down and then draw her in. I can teach you different brows if that's what you really want. If you have a brow that you're really wanting, even though these look kind of weird tonight, send me a message and I will absolutely teach you how to do a different brow. If you want to find your own brow, I can help you find what you like. Let's look. She's cute. She's cute. She's Sinister Pawns, babe. Sinister Pawns. If you don't know what that is, I apologize. They're even. There, at least. They may not look it in the camera, but they're pretty even. To me, and that's the person who's wearing them, so that's all that matters, right? So then I take a white flat brush. I clean it just a skosh. I always have a rag near me that I clean my brushes, some of them, pretty regularly, just to keep clean. White is a color you want to keep fresh and clean. So I take my white flat square brush. It's a number M410, if that matters to you, from a Morphe. And I go under here, and I just start like that. And I'm going to add a highlight line under the brow. This is what I do, again. And then I fade it down. Cool? And I sometimes take my finger in here, and I just fade that out, just to like blend her in, okay? And then we're going to go to the other side so you can really see this one. So I try to align it with the other side. And then we're going to go right here. We're going to take it up to the arch and pull. Again, we're not supposed to be pulling, but we're doing it. And then just keep that even. And then fade. Just lightly with your finger. And then you're going to go up here. And then, well, this is the real test. Yeah, the brows are a little thicker than I would normally have them. It's okay. It's okay. It's drag. It's not, we're not in, you know, New York fashion, something like that. So I have a pretty big fade going in. I can teach you different fades if you want to do a light fade. Like here, for instance, I'll start this one for you. Here we go. It's a pretty tame fade, but it's not, it could be a tamer. See how the difference, you could have a small in the middle, But now just to match our brows, we're gonna take that and take that. Now, normally, I put glitter over them, and I will be putting glitter over them tonight. And again, this is not normally how I do my makeup, so it looks really wonky at the moment. So we'll just fade that in for now. That I definitely don't love, but we can fix it. So you just get the idea. I might film this segment again with the brows, and then I powder because really that's just a blueprint for the makeup that's going to go on top of it. So if I was doing like a stage show and I wasn't playing Tora, I probably would do a solid brow with just a skosh bit of fade in the middle, and that's probably it. Like literally I would probably just draw the brow on and then add just a skosh of white and then do other steps. So I'm going to do Tora's face tonight. Maybe I'll make a special brow video, or I can teach you in person as well. Where I would do the normal brow. I would probably make it a lot thinner, more feminine, because right now it's a little bit more drag. So I probably would do a small tight brow that really is very sassy. Maybe not so high. I don't know. We'll play around with it. But yeah, that's the idea of that. So to save time, we're gonna that's gonna be part 2 of the video, and we're gonna go on to eyes next. Stay tuned.